Okay guys, we ordered some new products for the Jeep build for the shop, and I want to show you what it is. These two big old boxes here. That's actually the brackets for it, but we ordered the smittybilt XRC fenders. This is the box for the rear, and that's the box for the front. Let me get them out and get them packages. Unwrapped and stuff, and we'll show them to you. All right, guys, we got the driver's side tail light off and driver's side rear fender, and come around here. We still got to get that tail light off and got this fender off. And here's the rear. The front's in that box, but there's a set of rear fenders. We went with a smittybilt, not only the fenders but the corner guards and all one big piece. That way it keeps doing too much damage to your vehicle if you do get into some rocks or trees or whatever. But we'll show them to you after we get one of them held up there on the Jeep. Tool makes it a lot easier, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
These fenders come with a little tool, like to crimp these nut certs is what they're called. But thank goodness we had the actual correct tool to do it with instead of the little thing they send with it. But if you don't have this tool he's using to crimp them with, it makes this a whole lot harder of a job. Just that simple. Alright, we got all the holes drilled and the nut certs installed and riveted down. Now we just tighten it down. Got all the bolts started, but now we just tighten them. Alright, we got all the bolts in the outer skirt here, the guard, and tightened. 17mm socket, 6mm Allen head. And that's what she looks like. We still got to do the inner fender stuff on it, but I'll show you that when we get to it. Right, we got the back ones on, and about to start the front fenders, but I think they look good. If you never put none on, they're not the funnest things to do, but I believe they're well worth it once you get them on. Yeah. Alright, we'll start on the front. Be right back. Alright, there's the box the front ones are in. Humongous box, it's crazy. Alright, let's get this unpacked and open and get ready to get these put on.
Guys, sorry about my voice here. I'm still getting over a cold or whatever. Here's the front fenders. And instead of these just covering, actually these right here, as you can tell, bolted to the back of the tub on the Jeep. These are the actual front fenders. You actually take off the front. Let me get over here and I'll show you. Excuse me again, my voice is going away. But this is your outer skin, your outer fender. Let me see if I can open the hood here one-handed. Watch out, look at that, look at that. Alright, so there's a bolt there, a bolt there, that helps hold the fender on to that inner support that's right there. You actually take this whole, which would be a fender, but no, just your outer fender, the skin, you actually take it off, which means on this one, which on all Jeeps, this model, you gotta take this off, remove your wiper blades, which I already removed one. Unbolt this, take this off. Then this side cowl is actually spot welded right here. So you have to get in there and drill that out. But unfortunately, you also have to take this windshield corner bracket off, which is here, bolts there and there. And I don't remember if that one just bolts into it or if that goes all the way. But in other words, you gotta take out this corner brace. Well, on this one, unfortunately, we gotta undo all these spotlights and the brackets to get them off. I gotta get in here, drill out these spot welds, and then this bracket, once I get the outer fender off, then I have to cut this bracket off as well. And I'm still trying to see if I'm gonna have to take out these DV8 inner fenders or not. I've done got them piecely unbolted, so hopefully I don't have to unbolt them all the way. But alright, I gotta get up there and start taking that off, and then start fighting with them stupid light brackets. Since I already got the driver's side wiper blade off and wiper arm, we'll go ahead and just take this side off. Just remove that little piece of plastic, and this is a 13 millimeter. Just be careful not to scratch your cowl or your hood. Bolt that. Then all you do is fold them up, and that releases the little lock arm, which of course are never that easy. There we go. I always just spin the nut back on stuff I'm not working on to make sure I ain't gotta worry about keeping up with it. Alright, then you get, I got a starter bit here, which is a T27. Power socket, and you remove these two here, two on that side. Now let's take that cowl off. And they have little plastic washers, as you can kind of see behind them. Make sure you don't lose those. There we go. Oh. And then you just simply remove the cowl. There we go. As you can see, we got there's the light bar bracket, and over there is the two little corner brackets which go here. I got this out. All the lights and everything are gone, unwired. And I don't know if y'all have ever seen that guy, but you don't have to have a stool, but it helps. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that dude. That dude's funny as crap. Alright, then what you want to do is undo these 4 bolts, 2 here, 2 on that side. They're 10 millimeter. Just like that. Remove those 2 bolts. I'm going to lay them right there just so I can finish videoing. And then, bad as this sounds, you actually want to bend this up. See how it's spot welded right in there? You actually got to bend this up to where you can get a drill and drill out these 2 spot welds, because you got to reuse this on the new fender. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch drill bit and a light just so you can see. Bend this with my hand in here, like so. There's one. Gotta bend that a little bit better. There we go. 3. And 4. And there you go. Drill them out, repeat the same thing for the other side, and we'll move on to the next step. Alright, I went ahead and undone the 4 bolts, the 2 on that little bracket and the 2 on that little bracket. And my washer fluid hose goes to my 2 windshield washer sprayers to remove the hood. You don't have to remove the hood, but it'll be easier. I mean, it takes 5 minutes to move it. And I think it'll be worth it in the long run to get the thing out of the way so you can easily get easier to these fender bolts. Now that we got the hood moved, and as you can see, bolts right here are way easier to get to without the hood in the way. So now you're going to undo these. You're going to undo this bolt because it holds your bracket and stuff here, but undo all these bolts, and you got 2 bolts on the bottom, and I think you got one more right here, and you remove your whole fender, and that's the next step. They're 10mm as well. Then get your 2 down here. And there's one more right here on the bracket, but again, I'm still trying to cheat and not take out this inner fender. But the more that I keep getting into it, the more I think I'm going to end up having to take it out. I'm trying not to though. If you open the door, there's one bolt about middle ways in between those 2 door brackets, door hinges, whatever word you want to call them. And then there's one more right at the bottom, right where the door curves. And that's it for the fender. And there you go. There's the fender off. Alright, now you want to cut this fender bracket off. You want to cut it as close to this as possible, right there. Alright, now with your bracket cut off, you want to test fit this into the stock holes. Start a few bolts just to help hold it.
Okay guys, finally we got the fender, all 4 of the fenders on this Jeep project. I went with the smittybilt XRC armour fenders. I think they called fender guards or fenders, whatever they're called, but anyway, there it is. I think it turned out alright. And you can see in the video there's a lot to it, that's for sure. But yeah, there it is. Makes the yellow on the DV8 inner fender stand out good. She's coming along. Got the factor 55 sporting it on the front. Multi-mount and 1.5 inch house fair lead. And these actually turn corners, and actually like a corner guard also on her. It protects around your tail light and everything. I like how they made. And your gas caps in the inside now. That's pretty neat. But yeah. Finally. But it's done. Or this is. I gotta get rid of that stock bumper, rear bumper. I think that's gonna be the next thing, rear bumper and tire carrier. And then probably go with lockers. But anyway, until next time, like and subscribe. Thanks.